We are gathered together today in the sight of God, His Son, Jesus Christ, and in the Holy Spirit, and in the sight of each other as witnesses to celebrate the marriage of Collin and Rockelle.
Rockelle Elaine Anderson. I've been looking forward to this exact day and this exact moment for the last 4 years. From the first couple of weeks we got to spend time together, from being total strangers and I was just the mean guy on the phone, to falling head over heels in love with you. Regardless of how eager you were for me to ask you out, we still ended up here on this beautiful day with all of our friends and family to celebrate. I feel so incredibly blessed to have spent these last 4 years getting to see you grow in all walks of life as we continue making memories together. We've talked about it before, and these years don't feel like they've gone by fast when we get to look back at all the memories we've made together. Yet, when you think about the days we used to go to the top of the hill in Sydney and watch the sunset, or even our first trip to Florida, or just going to school dances together, it feels like just yesterday. As we step into this marriage together, I'm so excited for a lifetime of learning about every little detail about each other. I will always support your singing in the car, even though you never know the lyrics. And I will always try to match your energy, like I said, just to bring you a sliver of the amount of joy that you bring me. I love you, Rockelle. I will never stop falling in love with you, just like we're still dating. Your love never fails and will always be so much more than I ever could have dreamed for. You'll forever be my best friend.
What were you doing?
Go ahead and look at her. Look at me, Graham. Look at us. Gotta give her a hug.
How can you be more? We hold Collin and Rockelle up to the Lord in fellowship as a family and as a community of loved ones, to bless them as these two become one.
Collin Gregory Seabour. As I sit here and stare at this blank sheet of paper, I struggle to begin to find the words to describe how loved you make me feel. I try to look back and find a single moment that sticks out as the moment I knew I wanted to marry you. But if we're being honest, I knew from the second I laid eyes on you that I wanted to spend the rest of my life loving you. Collin Seabour, I want you to know that I am so honored to have someone like you be the head of our house. You really are the most amazing man. I spent the last 4 years dating, writing vows and life updates to you. You didn't know it, and honestly, no one did. I've kept a journal on my nightstand where I would write all of the ways that you made me feel loved. And as anyone who's ever been in love knows that it's not only the big moments that matter, but the small ones too. Thursday, May 7th, 2020. You are dependable, loving, and considerate. You show passion for all that you do. For that, I know that you will make an amazing father to our future children. When my mom left, she said, "Take care of my girl for me." I know without a doubt that you will do just that. Not a day goes by where you don't make me feel like the most important girl in the world. And just like my mom is choosing to stay with her person, I will choose to stay with mine. So, with that being said, as we go into this covenant of marriage, I want you to know that I always promise to put you first. I can promise that I won't be a perfect wife, but I will be a praying wife. I promise to never stop dating you. I promise to celebrate the tiny accomplishments with you. I promise to help you reach your goals and grow in your faith. I promise to be honest with you, support you, and crack jokes if you begin to take life too seriously. Collin, my bug, my best friend, my almost husband, and my future kid's dad. I love you so much, and saying yes to being with you is the best thing that I will ever do.
It is my pleasure by the power vested in me by God and by the state of Ohio, to pronounce you husband and wife. Collin, you may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Collin Seaborn.
Looking for something to feel again. Can feel the union sizzling. Rooftop feeling, hurricanes, another one. Champagne season.
As Collin's brother, I've noticed Rockelle shape him into the man he always wanted to be, and I can't imagine a couple more ready for this blessing. And I can't imagine a more perfect bride. Thank you, Rockelle, for all that you do for Collin and our family, and I'd love nothing more than to welcome you as my sister-in-law. It's been a privilege to be their best man, so everyone please join me in raising a glass to Collin and Rockelle.
To the newlyweds, today you became husband and wife, and after a pit stop at Paradise for your honeymoon, you'll be back to a normal and ordinary life. My hope for both of you is to not be fooled by what some call ordinary. Instead, I hope that you will always know how truly extraordinary it is to fall deeper in love with the same person every single day for the rest of your life. I am so happy Collin wasn't just another picture bird. To the new Mr. and Mrs. Seaborn.
And I pray that as you each mature and continue in your marriage, that God is in the center of it and you do all things to glorify Him, and that you still let me third wheel on most of your dates. So cheers to Collin loving Rockelle as much or maybe a little bit more than his YZ250.
I just wanna feel like this, living life, no regrets. Hands up in the air like ooh, nothing's gonna break my mood. Yeah, I just wanna feel like this. On my feet, hit the game, winning shot, celebrated with the team like I'm living, like I never had a doubt in my mind that today is gonna be the best day in my life. Well, wouldn't that be nice if life was like the movies? Sometimes I forget to write myself into the story, so every time that I don't feel right,